There's a lot of things going on in the Halloween episode. The Bymore has been transformed into a haunted mansion of sorts, which is very cool to see because it's such a cool set anyway. And then when our art department gets their hands on it to transform it like this with cobwebs and blood and skeletons and ghosts and goblins and all that, it's really awesome. Linda Hamilton is in this episode playing my mom, Mary Bartowski. Really a big episode for her. Lots to do. Awesome. It's my first time working with her in the show too, so that's really cool. Another guest star, Robert Englund, very apropos for the Halloween episode. Freddy Krueger himself, not playing Freddy Krueger, but playing another very scary character. So yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's a cool time. It's awesome. I mean, we've been really privileged over the last 3 seasons and now season 4 to have really tremendous talent come and guest star with us, and that's probably one of if not the coolest thing about this job is all the opportunities to work with all these amazing people that I've grown up idolizing or fawning over, and like, oh my gosh, like now I get to be in scenes with them and act with them. Although it does make for weird moments sometimes, like I'll be sitting there next to them and I want to say, so what was it like in Terminator? But the first thing in my mind is like, they've heard that so many times. Like, what can I say that they haven't heard? And then nothing comes out of my mouth. And so I just sit there silently, and they're probably thinking, what is with Zach? Why does he not talk? What's his deal? Although I did thank Robert for years of nightmares, just really deeply rooted, horrible nightmares. And he promptly said, "You're welcome." So, but yeah, it's really cool. And just that they look at they get the offer to come and do the show, and they have to, assess the situation and go, yeah, you know what? That's cool. I'd like to go play with them in their sandbox. It's like the ultimate compliment. Well, he's a brilliant evil scientist who has come up with this kind of nerve toxin, very similar to the Scarecrow in Batman. That if it affects you now, you're it's like a really horrible LSD trip or something. I can only imagine. And you're seeing very weird things, very scary things. It's playing on your fears. You start hallucinating. Things are moving, and walls are pulsing, and you're just gripped with this fear. Yeah, well, of course, leave it to Jeff and Lester to come up with something way outside the box. It is the Isle of Terror. The store itself is awesome. They decorate the whole store, and it's very traditional Halloween and cool and classic in that regard. And then they do this really special little Isle of Terror, which is scary, I guess, but it's really more just weird scary. Like, it's what they think is scary, which is images of the elderly or babies in snail outfits or whatever. It's not traditional scary. It's out of the box scary, and but that ends up playing a very vital role in how the whole episode comes together. But yeah, it's not just about finding my mom, but finding out the truth. Why did she leave? What were the circumstances in which she left? Because of the issues that we have and things that we're holding on to, both Chuck and Ellie, and so getting to the truth is important. I mean, there's certainly a lot of mystery shrouded in that whole scenario, but both Chuck and the audience will come to find out all these truths as the season goes on, and you're going to be guessing the whole time too. As a kid, it's great. I think Seinfeld says it best. He's, the first time you hear about the concept of Halloween, you're like, your little kid brain can't even wrap your brain around. You're like, I'm sorry, what is this? Somebody's giving out candy. Everyone we know is just giving out candy. What do I do? How do I sign up for this? I can wear that. and you just go and you just get as much candy as you can. I remember, it was a challenge when you're a kid. I mean, spiders is up there, I'd say. And not just spiders, but like when you go to kill a spider, but you're not really sure if you killed it or not. When you go to like smash a spider on the wall, but then it kind of falls and you weren't really sure if you killed it, and then you can't find the body, and there's like some maimed, now incredibly irate spider that's just like hobbling around, like just planning its revenge, like one of these days I'm gonna get you back, and in the middle of the night it's gonna bite you. That freaks me out.